Hello, this is Brian Sturm and Invincible Games. So I bought a $53 creative drawing pad. Sorry, Wacom. I'm just not an artist, so I'm not going to spend that kind of money. And I got the Monoprice drawing tablet, and they don't seem to have a name for it. They just call it the. Where is it? It's on their little pad. So it's funny. It's so not even labeled here, but they call it the 10594. So 10594. It's 6.25 by 10 inches. It's got some buttons, and I guess it's got these hot nodes, which then you can set up to be keys. You can even set them up to be macros. You can set them up to do stuff on the web. So that's cool that they can do whole entire macros. That's crazy. Now, the macros seem to be something to do in PCs, not necessarily Photoshop specific. So that's not fantastic. This is a summary video. I have longer videos where I do the whole unboxing, all that kind of stuff, but I hate how slow and how boring those videos are, and where people are just trying to figure stuff out and blah, blah. So here's the summary. The drivers on the CD are old, but the CD does have the software. So what I did and was very successful for me is I went onto Monoprice. Their website's very easy to go through. So kudos to them. Got the most recent driver, which is like 10 point something like that. Then I installed the CD because the pressure sensitivity was not working in Photoshop. The other thing to note as a summary is, let's see if we can get it in here. Look how much the pen technology is not Wacom's. Wacom probably has that electrostatic copyright. So this is like old school. See how much the pen goes in. Let's see if we can get that nib in there. So it goes in a fair amount. It's like almost a whole millimeter. It's a lot to work with. I was having a problem with trying to get a middle ground going, where I was either doing a thin line or it was way too thick. And right now, I'm going to open up a blank sheet of paper on Photoshop. So one of my artist roommates just turned up, actually, believe it or not, he made it so that the lightest touch does a much thicker line in the actual settings. So I'll show that off real quick. In the tool tray for the PC itself, pops up this, and we get what's probably pretty standard options to maybe artists who are used to this. So you can change what the buttons do. So pressure sensitivity. Those are the hot cells I mentioned. Hot cells. I got bubble gut and hot cells. Scope. And then the express keys on the side. So pretty standard there. All right. So I am not an artist and I don't really know these things, but I do know I need to be on brushes. That might help. All right. So I got my shape dynamics set to on. Where is my mouse? Because I'm doing the phone at the same time. So I got my pen pressure set. And here we go. So, well, we got opacity set pretty low, or at least let's use my new buttons. Now, I feel like there's some lag. So in these little side buttons, watch. If you can hear the noise, let's watch and then see how fast. I'm going to put my cursor here so you can see that, or not see that, because now my phone can't keep track of that, how bright that is. Lord, come on. I don't want this to turn into another one of those videos. There we go. So I'm going to click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See that? See that lag? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I don't own a Wacom tablet. I've never even used one. So I don't know if that's normal, but it's a little annoying. The other thing that's slightly annoying is the back button here on the top. So that's cool. And you can reassign all of these, right? But the back button only does Control Z. I wish it did Control Alt Z. And yes, you can combine. So you can hit this and hit the button, and you will get your Control Alt Z. And then I don't seem to be able to do combos with this, right? With this button. But with this hot zone, I can actually make, at least I can make this an alt. And I could actually, I guess, maybe I can press it with my finger, maybe. Let's see. Nope, seems like it has to be with a pen. So that's not really helpful. All right. I mentioned in one of the other videos, but I'm trying to do a summary here. The buttons kind of have a little rocker motion. So they don't, you can press them around. And just mechanically, that makes me feel like this is going to break. The overall pad itself, it feels like it's like 3 pounds. It's pretty light. It's pretty light. The pen holder, which I fantastic. So, you know, your standard Wacom tablet where you can set the pen down, and it comes with 5 nibs. So 1 in the pen, 4 in the chamber. It's got a little metal clip that lets you pinch and pull these things off. Like is advertised if you do a little bit of Google searching. This doesn't use Wacom's electrostatic whatever technology. So this has a battery in it. They provide you a battery. It's a AAA. That might be a huge turnoff to people. I feel like this is a little flimsy. I have to really push it all the way down to get that click. That makes me worried because when you've ever had a shitty, not even a Bic pen, like a knockoff Bic pen, and you get to the point where it won't click, it makes me a little nervous. All right, so going back to, let's go back to here. My larger brush. Oh, I turned my pen off. See, I turned my pen off. All right, so we got... So I'm not great at that middle ground. That's maybe just because of my skill. But I'm a scary guy. Rah, rah, rah. Oh, and I have uneven eyebrows. Ah. Yeesh. Yeah. So anyway, it works. It's $53. There you go. What else do you have to say? And there's some tweaking that can happen, but it seems like it has a bunch of features that are to be expected. What do they call it? It's on their thing. 200 RPS. So I've really, on some of my other videos, I really slammed it as fast as I could across to see if there's any kind of, you know, jitter. So if you're really, really old, you remember that some of these things could go like, there'd be just these little micro stops in it. So it'd just be this big long slice would have a couple moments that the input did not transfer to the computer. But it seems no matter how fast, no matter how fast I make this slide, it seems to be able to just be nice and smooth and even. All right, so that's it. Monoprice Creative Draw Pad. I said very nice and clearly, and the brand name, believe it or not, is 10594, and $53. And it showed up 3 days early, whether that's Amazon or Amazon working with Target or Monoprice. I saw multiple people saying it showed up. A couple people complaining online. It said maybe the pen didn't work. A couple other things. Everybody who said that they contacted customer service said that they got a replacement. So it seems like the company's pretty good. The manual is really clear. It's not got that like you know, Chinese people trying to translate to English and it's really bad English. It's really fantastic English. Lots of nice, easy pictures to go through. And they're very, very adamant about install the drivers at the very least, or install the drivers and the software, and then the pen will work. Don't just plug it into Windows. It's got a 4.5-foot cord. It feels really nice. And that's about it. So Monoprice, $105.94, $53. It has pressure sensitivity, supposedly up to 2048. And let's keep it classy. Let's keep it classy. Let's see if I can make a spaceship. Let's see, a spaceship like this. And it has like a big engine on the spaceship. But and then maybe the spaceship's got some damage. Like, oh, it's got some damage right there. And then it's shooting at some enemies. Shooting at some enemies there with a big blaster cannon. So yeah, a lot of nice pressure sensitivity on this thing here. There we go. That's my spaceship. Maybe it's got like, some wires and stuff on the spaceship like that. So, all right. This has been Brian Stern and Unvincible Games, and thanks for watching.